welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little while since I last recorded, but I have some amazing news to share with y'all. I actually got into medical school. So I'm recording this now in September, but I actually got in May due to just the scheduling of everything and how my life was running its course. I just kept delaying and delaying recording this video. I'm so excited to be sharing this with everyone today. And yeah, so for today's video, I want to break it up into a couple of different sections. So the first section I want to talk about is just a little bit about who I am, my education, why did I decide to pursue pharmacy at first, and then a little bit more about why I decided to pursue medicine, and lastly, just a little bit more about my thoughts and feelings before entering medical school, and now after I have officially already started medical school. My name is Teresa, and I run Pill Studies. I started Pill Studies while I was in pharmacy school, hence the name, Pill Studies. So going into my education, so my education is a little bit more of a complicated ride. I do think that I am someone who wouldn't be defined as a traditional applicant. So my pathway to medical school did take a little bit of time, and I have summarized it in this very nice chart. I actually applied to medical school 4 times before I got in, and I'll share my journey here. So from 2016 to 2020, I did my undergraduate at the University of Alberta, and I studied and majored in pharmacology. And by 2020, I received my Bachelor of Science in Honors Pharmacology. After that, I applied to medical school and pharmacy school because I was interested in both. And I unfortunately didn't get to medical school, but I got to pharmacy school. So I went to pharmacy school at the University of Alberta as well. However, if you have watched some of my videos, during pharmacy school, I decided to take a year off. And during that year off, it was really great for me because I really got to learn a bit more about myself, and it was a really important year for self-discovery. And then during all of these years, I kept applying to medical school. After taking my year off, I started pharmacy again in January of 2023, and this was also around the same time that I applied to medical school for my 4th time. And luckily this time I got into medical school, and so starting in July of 2023 going on towards May of 2026, I'll be studying medical school at the University of Calgary. So yes, that's my education, and as you can see, this is definitely not the traditional pathway that someone would expect when they are looking to apply to medical school. I know for myself, as I was going through my undergraduate degree, so between 2016 to 2020, I was certain that I would get into medical school right out of my undergrad degree. However, that wasn't the case for me, but I believe that my journey has really allowed me to be prepared and allow me to be an amazing doctor going forward. So yeah. Okay, so next section, why pharmacy? And so the thing for me was that after I finished my undergraduate in pharmacology, I wanted to go into a professional program, and I wasn't certain if I would get into medical school. So I applied to both medical school as well as pharmacy school. And I got into pharmacy school instead of medical school, and so I decided to go into pharmacy. And the reason why I wanted to go was because, I had my previous experience in pharmacology. However, I was really interested in learning a bit more about how that can intersect with patient care. So that's what really prompted me to study pharmacy. And when I pursued pharmacy, I really realized that the occupation overall, the career and the prospects it brings, is honestly a really amazing opportunity, especially if you're someone who is really interested in knowing deeply about medications and all the side effects. All of that, I think this is a perfect career choice for you. I think for myself, as I was going through this program and I'm learning that pharmacy is a lot more of this subject area, I began to realize that my interest in medicine, while it does involve medication, also expands beyond that as well. That's my experience on why I went to pharmacy, and just my thoughts and what I learned about how compatible I am with this career choice. Okay, so why medicine? Yeah, so as I probably hinted to throughout this video, I applied to medical school 4 times. So I applied in 2019, 2020, 2021, and 2022. So just 4 years nonstop applying. I wrote the MCAT twice. And yeah, it's definitely been a long journey, and perhaps I'll save that for another video, but I will tell you a bit more about why I decided to pursue medicine. So to me, I think I'm someone who really excels in a chaotic and bustling environment. I also really love working in an environment where I'm constantly problem solving, as well as being an integral and central component of the system. So I believe that as well as the fact that I really enjoy medicine as a whole, really prompted me to pursue medicine. And it's a career that I have been thinking and dreaming about since I was in high school. And so it's really awesome that I have the opportunity to be pursuing it now. I don't know, I just feel like it's such a huge area just to dive into, and it's just constantly evolving and changing. I just get so excited about the innovation of medicine and how it can just positively impact so many people's lives, and just the inspirational component of it when it comes to interacting closely with patients and learning with them. On to my last section, which is my feelings and fears. I started medical school in July, and it is September now, so I am recording this a bit late, but I do want to let you know a bit more about how I felt going into medical school and how I feel now. So going into medical school, I definitely felt a lot of fear, a lot of excitement, and a lot of gratitude. When it comes to the fears, I was really scared because this was a big change for me. I originally lived in Edmonton, which is where University of Alberta is. But now that I'm going to the University of Calgary, that is in Calgary. So it's only a 3-hour drive away, but it means that I need to pick up my life and move to a new city where I don't have any social supports and, you know, connections there. In addition, I was going to a medical school that had a 3-year program instead of the usual 4-year program. My other friends who were also applying to medical school with me and got in this year, they're all going to 4-year programs, and so I kind of felt like the oddball out. And if you don't know, Canada has 2 schools that does a 3-year program, one of them being McMaster, the other one being University of Calgary. Yeah, I just feel like a little nervous because it's like a different program compared to all my other friends that are going to 4-year programs. I also mentioned I felt excited. Of course I felt so excited. I was going to pursue a degree that I've always wanted to pursue. I was so excited about the idea that I'm going to be a doctor practicing in medicine, and just all of the prospects, all of the opportunities I've always dreamed about kind of opened. All 4 years that I spent applying every year, it just kind of felt like all that hard work really paid off, and that along the way I just really focused on believing in myself, and it was really awesome that it all kind of came together in the best and most perfect way possible. I also felt like an immense amount of gratitude for everything that happened in my life. Due to a personal reason, I did take a year off of school, and that definitely was due to a lot of personal issues in my life. And despite it being difficult then, I realized that those were important challenges that built me and allowed me to grow. As well, I was so grateful for the people in my life that have constantly supported me throughout all the years. I know applying to medical school 4 times seems really demotivating. However, the support and love from so many people have allowed me to just continue striving forward and chasing my goals. Just thank you, my mom, who has just been so supportive and constantly telling me, yes, if that's what you want to do, just keep going for it. And my sister, who has never, ever doubted. So yeah, so just felt so much gratitude overall. So now, after being in medical school and starting in July already, definitely a lot has happened. And sitting where I am today and knowing that I had all these emotions and feelings and thoughts and fears at the beginning, I definitely can see the validity in it, but I also know that all those fears they weren't as big as I thought they would be. After moving here, it was very stressful, of course, that I didn't have my typical support system. However, it was also during the summer, and so friends and family kept coming in and out to visit me, and that was really nice. As well, being around my medical classmates, it was really awesome getting to know so many people. Everyone in my class, we have about 180, about maybe slightly below that, but my classmates are just such amazing and smart individuals. I have never seen such a diverse group of people, so successful in each their own way. It's just really amazing to just connect with everyone, get to know them, and it's just been really inspiring to learn from my classmates. And I know this sounds so generic, but it's so true. Yeah, so as you can probably tell, I am really enjoying medical school right now, and I hope to continue to upload to my YouTube channel, except instead of having my pharmacy content now, I'll be switching a little over to more medical school content. As well, you know, my name Pill Studies, it was created because of my education of pharmacy. However, I think I will keep it as Pill Studies because I think that my experience being a pharmacy student has really taught me a lot and highlights me as a unique individual, and I want to keep that with me going forward as I continue to post content. So Pill Studies name will stay. But yes, anyways, thank you for watching and stay tuned. And if you have any questions about medical school in Canada or my experience applying to medical schools, you can leave comments below or just message me. Bye. What's that word? What's that word?
Hello.
Okay, get out.